The Feminists in Mexico. Feminism in Mexico is a very extensive and complex subject to explain. There are many points in favor and many to find about the rights demanded by women in this country. Today I come to talk about what is currently happening on this subject and some positive and negative points about what Mexico's feminist demands. From a female perspective, women are already a valuable diamond in society. In the workplace, many of them have a higher position than men simply because they have intelligence and studies. They are also given rights when planning a family life. That is, women are given rest days in an advised pregnancy week. Companies carry out programs or conferences to raise awareness of enrollment of women. In the educational field, they have the right to study and they have the right to work. They have the right to be respected, to medical insurance, to decent housing and the right to run away. Women already have everything in this work. There is nothing can be denied except for some laws. Laws apply to everyone for a logical reason, not to violate human rights. For example, a woman cannot have more rights than a man because it would not be egalitarian and the laws would contradict each other. Currently, feminism is severely affecting the government and society by wanting to demand more than they already have. And I say demand, why the demand damage to historical monuments, the aggression towards the male sex and even women, who do not support feminism. It's not the right way to ask to be granted a right. Active with the action, the only thing that causes is the positive effect. It is like when a child makes a turn from waiting to buy a candy, but the mother will not give it because she knows that such behavior is not the right one to ask for things. There is a film called The Suffragettes, centered on the years 1858 and 1928, where women found to receive the same rights as a man. The women in this film many times carried out home-made bomb attacks and made disastrous properties in order to get the attention of the government to grant them rights, but that did not work until during a horse race. The women presented themselves with banners and one of them stood in front of one of the horses while her banner held high and lost her life. It was at that moment that the moment who really had no right at all were greeted by shock at that act of course. What do I mean by that? Well, for me, the men of the current feminists are absurd, and it's not that I'm in favor of machismo, but that I'm a woman who likes things to be fair, just like the laws that govern us as women begins to keep the peace. You cannot buy what happened in 1858 with what is happening today. It is simple and acceptable. A feminist woman's dreams are the same as macho men's. Feminists is based on innocent and defenseless men. Machistas based on innocent and defenseless women. For that reason there are laws to prevent both sexes from aiding into conflict. Well, when it comes to abortion, you can demand something like that from the law. It's aberration. Especially while Article number 1 of the Mexican Constitution states that we all have human rights. Considering that, I consider that as a woman you have no right to kill another living being. just because you don't want to take responsibility for him. There are already other options to avoid abortion. If you don't want your child, you can give it up for adoption to someone who even wants it, who doesn't want to go through the same of society seeing you pregnant. Well, look yourself in your house until you are relieved or God knows what. But abortion is not an option the government is going to give you just from your comfort. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video.